Welcome to Adam's Rib. It is our goal to uplift, encourage, and guide women in becoming the person that God intended for us to be. We believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God who died for our sins and rose again so that we could have eternal life. We want to guide you in figuring out God's purpose for your life. No subject is off limits here. We are Adam's Rib, and here we go. Hey, I'm Lindsey.
And I'm Jessica.
And welcome back to Adam's Rib, episode 59. 59.
Hey. Oh, hey.
Are we on video?
Oh, hi, video. I forgot about the video.
Oh.
Brandon. Hi, Brandon.
Brandon, you want to introduce our special guest? For this
I
episode?
can.
Yeah, because
but
Brandon,
I'm
you
just
are not a
saying,
guest.
Y'all were doing.
Brandon, we don't even need to introduce you no more, though.
No, I'm not even talking. I'm not
I
worried
was
about
about
that.
to say,
I'm
you
not
need
worried
no
about that.
introduction.
Hopefully that everybody knows who I am.
They
by
better
now.
know by now.
Anyway,
Know me by now.
and this is why we have a hard time recording
I knew that.
sometimes
See, I
because
just did a little
Lindsey
quick
wants to do
turn
an
up, and I
A and
was
B
done.
selection when we've been in church throughout the week already, and she's gonna add her A and B selection to the stuff. So anyway.
Hey.
Okay, y'all. I actually, this is tight. I get to introduce somebody. This person that is joining us in this episode is one of my best friends of all time. His name is Jon Harris. He is a wonderful, dynamic singer and songwriter, Christian guy, married guy. One of the guys that I can shoot in the gym with and not have problems with it. IU graduate. And here's Jon.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, John.
Hello, Jessica and Lindsay. How are you, ladies?
Very good. Very good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. A little tired, you know.
I feel
Them,
you.
Church
them
today.
morning services, they'll get to you
Yeah.
if you don't get that Sunday nap in.
Okay. I
Well,
feel
thanks
you.
for joining us.
Yes,
for making
thank
the
you so
sacrifice.
much.
I'm so happy to be here. Y'all,
I don't think we mentioned what this episode was called, so my
No,
bad.
but no, it's okay. So you're going to tell them now so then they'll understand why John is here.
Right, so Jon is here to tell us why it took him so long to commit. I'm just playing.
Oh, shade. Because
Because I don't even know.
I was going to say, you don't know.
there's a palm tree. There's a palm tree above my
Yeah,
head.
it got pretty
But
dark
actually,
in here.
this episode is called Why Won't He Commit?
Why won't he do it, John? Why won't he do it?
Why won't I commit? I don't know.
Well, you committed
I committed.
because you're married now. But at some point, you were single.
Well, maybe we should ask Jon, since he is married, what did it take for you to commit? Like Brandon said, husband, father, in the music ministry, you know, you serve in your church. What did it take for you to commit to all those different things, like as a man?
Well, to be honest, I think, you have some people who, everybody is just built a different way. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the type of guy,
Do you think
That's
it has
just
to do
what
with
I was.
maybe
That's
how
just
you
what
were
I was gonna do when
raised?
I got to a certain age.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get married. I wasn't out here, looking for a good time, a fun time, a whole lot. I just, That's
Do you
just
think it
what I
has a
was
lot to
gonna
do with how you were raised, like maybe what you saw growing up? Basically, do you think it has a lot to do with
I
maybe
think
your
so.
surroundings?
Absolutely, yeah. It's I do. I definitely think it's has a lot to do with one's environment. If you came up in a single parent home as a young man, and you really didn't have your dad around. Your dad really didn't have a relationship with your mom. I think that definitely plays a big role in how you view the opposite sex and relationships. Yeah, so I mean,
I agree with that.
that's definitely part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Brandon, what about you?
I'm not married, but
Well, I know, but but you're in a committed relationship, yes?
yes, I am.
Okay. So,
Why you commit, bruh?
right, why you commit to everything? I mean, to the studio, to your music, to everything. Like, what did it take for you?
Well-
'Cause I'm telling you why I think a lot of men don't commit later.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
She was for real about
All
that
right.
evaluation. She's
think-
ready.
well, she took time to commit to that reason.
Okay. She is so ready.
Okay, so anyway, I committed to all the things I do because I found Christ through that. I found Christ through all of that, and it was a wonderful, wonderful experience. And when I tell you, why are you putting your thumbs up? What's wrong? What are y'all
The
doing?
screen went black.
And we record.
Yeah, we're recording it.
Okay,
If it goes
anyway.
black, is that bad?
Oh no, it's just a screensaver. It still captures you.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
It's all good for shizzle. Anyway, back to what I was saying.
are not techie.
I commit because I found Christ in all of those areas, and especially music. Like, and of course, y'all know I'm a producer. I sing. I write. I don't rap. But that's
I
one.
rap.
You don't be on the. You
That's
don't, but
no.
you
That's
ain't
one
got
thing
no
I
bars?
will not commit.
You
Why
ain't got
won't he
bars?
commit? Because that I can't find my heart to do rap.
Man,
I got
Brandon
some
know he
bars.
got bars.
I got some bars.
John, you got bars?
I do have bars,
I do,
but
actually.
matter of fact, speaking of bars, I got Twix in here.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this. So it sounds like, with both of y'all, it sounds like you had to be rooted and stay rooted in order to commit to a lot of different things. So what would you say? I mean, you might not know the answer, but what do you think, what would you say to maybe a lot of men of faith who have the same backgrounds as y'all, but still have issues, whether it be with infidelity, still have issues like with their church. They grew up same as y'all, love Jesus probably just as much. Because I feel like, oh, he's rooted, but he still did this. So there's got to be maybe a little bit more to it than that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think so.
So
Yeah.
go
So what is
deeper.
it? Yeah, like what?
Because I agree with her 1,000%. I know some men right now, like when she was talking, I had a list just of men in my head that I know grew up the same way,
Yeah.
grew up with the same background, the same roots, but them jokers don't commit to anything but themselves.
And they play
and
in
their
the church
selfish
just
greed.
Like y'all, yeah.
They be in church
Like,
on
so
Sunday mornings
Is it
looking
just
real
maybe truly
nice.
Their hearts. Like,
So
what is it?
are we renaming this episode? Why don't musicians commit?
No,
Because I just want to make
they
sure
not all
y'all talking about
musicians.
playing and stuff.
No,
I'm like,
not
wait a
all
minute.
they can serve
They're
in
not all
similar
musicians.
ministries. They serve it in church capacities somehow. They doing
Shoot,
the same thing.
They have great jobs. We ain't even got to keep it in the church. They just work.
Yeah,
they
well,
have great careers.
So like,
They just
what?
they
There's got
on
to
the
be
surface
a reason.
they look
like,
great.
Are they bored? Like,
I think you know what I think. I think some men don't commit because they know that they are not ready.
so why do men play with our emotions? If you're just not ready, then just say that.
It's not right. Right. It's not right. That's why. That's why before I got married, I wasn't really in a lot of dating relationships because I knew the young lady that I wanted to find was the one I wanted to get married to. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I had some female friends, coming up, but at the end of the day, I wasn't really trying to, because when you get in a relationship, emotions get involved, and
Because that's what I don't understand. Like, you cannot be ready. Well, then just say that. And I think I actually just had a conversation about this with one of my guy friends. I think what it is, for some reason, it's almost like guys think we can't handle honesty. Just tell us that. Let us know, like, if you're not ready, then say so.
Now I don't even think it's that they think we can't. They can't. They can't handle their own truth.
Yeah, I could see
Because
that.
I know we was just talking about somebody earlier. And that somebody that we were talking about earlier is somebody that I feel like he struggles with his own truth. He knows he says all day long what he wants. Mm-hmm. But then when he's faced with what he actually desires, he runs from his own. Like, this is what you said you wanted.
So he should have been here today, so he could.
No,
give us
he
his-
would have got his
Oh,
head cut
okay.
and chewed.
Yeah,
and
this
spit
will be
out.
why won't this person commit?
Yeah, we need the good we need good people in here right now. We need somebody who figured it out. But that's what I think. I think that's part of the struggle. I think so. It's not even so much what their fear with us. I think it's their own fear with themselves. I think some men are scared of their own truth, their own reality, their own desires. Because men put it out there all the time. I scroll through social media and I want this and I want that. I want this, and I want the wife and I want the career and blah, blah, blah. But then when these opportunities are presented, you do the foolish thing. You go and you mess around with other women. You instead of committing to this career move or taking the opportunity to start this career path, you go and you become a lazy gamer and sit around eating Pop-Tarts and playing video games all day.
True.
So you run away from it.
Do we or y'all? Do y'all think that maybe it just takes just that one special woman to turn that around in him?
I don't think so. No.
I think it
takes him.
Him,
I think
yep.
it takes.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a
with
personal
every
thing.
big change in anybody's life, it takes that person deciding within themselves that they want it 1st. You know what I'm saying? But so
Because it's no different than us.
Yeah.
There's no man that can convince me to do anything that I don't want to do.
No.
Right, it
But
has to be
I think the influence
desire
helps.
first.
Nope. Not me.
Has to be the desire within you has to be there first.
I think desire was, but we talked about this like the Woes Click company episode. I feel like sometimes the company of good character really help enhances your own character.
It gives you a good example.
It can
while you're around that person. However, what is in you,
Still different. Because if you don't want to, you can be surrounded by great people all day long. But if you don't want to be what you see, you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
And so I think just the same for men as it is for women. Like, I mean, at least from this woman, I'm not influenced by anything a man has done or can do or can say. I'm influenced by what I desire. Now, if I end up with a guy who lines up with my desires, now we can talk about
I don't 100% agree with that. I mean, I am driven by my own desires, but I think it helps when you have examples in your life. Like, it helps that
Examples
my
help.
parent is an example. It
Yeah.
helps that my parents'
I somewhat
relationships
agree.
are
I
examples.
do somewhat agree to that.
Examples help,
Because
absolutely.
even outside of relationships, you can look at other
Yeah.
stuff. Like, let's say if I'm a football player, and if I want to be around the best of the best, I have to experience what they do.
Yeah.
You know,
But
I can't
want,
be the best.
You have to want it first, right?
But that in itself has to take something that you have to do amongst yourself
Internally.
first, internally, by yourself.
But I feel like
It starts with an
if you're not
internal thing
giving
But
a
first.
also-
reason to want to do better, though, then I may desire it, but if I don't have a reason to go after it.
But the
But
reason
also-
is still going to be within you.
But
The
still,
reason
but
gonna
at
be
the
your
same
reason.
time-
desire
That
is
other
in me,
person
but
is
that
not going to be
reason
your
is within
reason.
the other person.
So you want to be better because you saw her, or you want to be better because it's something for you?
something for me, but you might be giving me reason to push more harder
You're
towards
getting
that.
right. I'm not
True.
saying that the inspiration and the motivation can't be there and it can't come from somebody else, but you got to start. It starts with you. It's not going to start with nobody else. So
Right.
there's not a man that can come into my life if I don't, and he can't get me to do something if I don't want it yet.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, I think Lindsey's right to the degree that sometimes you meet people who help you discover things about yourself that you did not even know,
True.
or
That can happen.
desires that you did not even know that you had, or things that you may want to do or start doing because this person has
I completely agree. 'Cause
Right.
What I have
Created
learned
that.
Yeah.
in my own relationship, and I think reflecting back on previous relationships, I think that true honest partner is a true mirror. They truly reflect who you really are. And that's what I mean by I feel like sometimes that other individual will have that reflection put back on you like, dang, I got to change my ways. You know what I'm saying? Because I really think they can be a true mirror and they will point stuff out in you that you did not see before because of how they are, whether it be loving towards you, supporting you, or whatever they may be. They can bring out the bad in you or the good in you. Regardless, you're going to be a mirror for me. And that's what I mean by I feel like, sometimes when other people pour into me, just stirs up something in me to want to do better. Yeah, the desire's got to be there, but sometimes I just feel like, okay, we'll just say, like Oprah.
sometimes you don't even know what you want is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
thank you. That's a good way of putting it. That's the best way to
But
put
see,
it.
now that's for that to me that's individualized because for one person you may not know what you want. And so then you get around people and then you start seeing things and experiencing
Yeah.
things and then they may put you on to something.
Right.
Cool. But somebody like me who knows what she wants, that's not how
ain't
that's
no-
gonna work.
ain't-
Like,
Okay,
that's not,
okay, I got a question.
I'm
question.
motivated then by like I know what I want, so then I may be motivated if I'm around people who are doing the things that I want to do. I'm
Okay.
motivated by that.
So where did the fire start?
Right.
That was just
Where
awesome.
did the fire come
Who
from?
who
that
developed
made
within
you-
what you want?
Well, see, but see, my story is different. So for me, it wasn't an external thing that started the desires or
So
that.
there wasn't any circumstances or situations or people.
Yeah,
think- I think-
outside of me.
I think
It was
for
something that
everybody,
happened
I think
with
for
me.
everybody, I
I mean,
can't
unless
say
we
for
count
everybody.
kids. I mean, do we count children?
You can.
Yeah.
Oh well, then okay, then them.
Okay then.
But they, I mean,
So are they a mirror for you?
But Jayla being born when I was 18 is not what made me want to, like, she wasn't the one telling me, oh mom, you should really go out and start motivating people and talking to
No.
people. But it was the experience that I had having a baby at 18 and the struggles that I've been through raising her by myself that made me want to get out here and start uplifting other people who've gone through what I've been through. So yeah, we could count her as a motivator, absolutely. But she ain't tell me to do it.
No. I know I'm saying that people tell you to do things.
I think on the low,
I mean,
I think on the low, we're all kind of
already
saying the
have.
same thing.
Right.
It's just a different interpretation. It's like for you, it's something that you are led by outside sources in a different way than I am. But at the end of the day, I mean, we all kind of saying the same thing. And this is totally getting off topic because we're not talking about why he committing, but
I got one more question for you though.
Okay.
And I'm just going to point out something like random. I'm not saying that Jessica has this flaw. I'm going to point out something random. Let's just say Jessica, just has anger management issues, okay? She doesn't, but I'm just using an example. Let's say she got anger management issues. She desires someone to change this. Ooh, bless you. Jabba. So let's say you meet, a guy, and let's just say, you always just blowing up. You just blowing up because you got anger management issues. Well, if he's like, baby, I really think you should work on that. I'm telling you this with love. How can I help you work on this? You see what I'm saying? So, like, would he not be instrumental in having you desire to work on that because it's reflecting back in him? He don't want to be around that.
Right. Well, see, now I can agree with that. I can
And
say
that's my
yes to
point.
that.
That's my
But on the flip side of this, back to what I was on my point of this, if I don't want to stop being mad, I'm not gonna stop being mad.
Right.
But however, your relationship with him, your feelings for him could be, as she said, as I believe she is saying, the catalyst to make you.
It could be.
That
It
could be
could
that
be. I'm
seed
not
that's being
saying it can't
planted.
be, but what I am saying is, it's not always the case.
No.
It's just not always the case.
No.
And
But you didn't say that earlier.
No, because I was talking about me as an individual because I know me. Like I'm talking about Jessica. I'm not speaking generally.
No,
I'm talking
I get you.
personally, and I just know how I am. Like if it's not in me yet, then there's really not. And maybe because I haven't been in a relationship in a while, I haven't been connected like that emotionally to a man, or really, I mean, my friends are like my sisters, so it's a little different. And you all have kind of just been riding the wave with me for years. But
because you had mentioned in an episode where you were dating a guy and he was doing things that you didn't do because you were around him and he influenced you. You did it. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
But
you didn't desire to do those things, but he influenced you to do it.
But I did because I was desiring to keep him.
That's my point.
That's not what you do.
No, but if you were designed to be with this guy and he's telling you, babe, you need anger management issues, you may not desire that in that moment, but since he pointed it out and he's bringing it around you.
But that's not what he was saying. He was just doing it. And so I just started doing it because I was trying to stay with him.
Okay.
He wasn't telling me, hey, hit this blunt. He wasn't saying that. He was not doing that.
Well, I wasn't going to put your business out there, Jess. Okay.
You know how transparent I am. And that's the very reason, too, why we're not in that relationship now. Because I was just doing stuff.
To keep him.
Well,
you thought
he
you needed
wasn't
to keep
asking
him.
me to do anything.
Okay.
I was just doing it because
So the
I'm
point-
like, if this is going to keep him around, then I'm going to do it.
So the point of why won't he commit? 17
That's-
minutes later.
There you go. That's why won't he commit? Why won't he commit? Because when he gets with a woman who will do anything for him to keep him around, then that will tell him that, as long as I got her right here, I can do what I want to
She
do.
didn't really make. I'm not saying you, but I feel like women don't make love a requirement. Oh yeah, move in 4 months later.
Okay.
After we start, they don't make love
They don't make him
or anything
love
a
her
requirement. Or a standard, a requirement.
And that's the very reason why I'm mean now.
We gonna pray for Jessica Murphy.
Lord Jesus.
Brandon, you look like you was about to say something.
You did. You looked
Because
as you thought.
I sense shade in what one of y'all just said something. Moving 4 months later, we know somebody.
Y'all know somebody?
Yes, we know.
No, this was
somebody.
not shade, honestly. I really wish this
And I'm
was
just
an
like,
example.
I just looked up. I'm like,
No, that
okay.
really legit was not like palm trees.
Okay,
Shady boots.
but yeah, I think influence does matter in a lot of commitments, mainly in
Absolutely.
relationships. I just all across the board.
Because I mean, sometimes I feel like there's guys out there that can't even like commit to just keeping a job. So, they may be coming too early, but you just said you needed coins. I'm confused.
Like I said,
Come on, I gotta get my coin game up. But you don't show up to
I
work.
think
They
everybody
put out
needs
the-
motivation, you know?
yeah,
I think-
they
but
put out
also-
those desires,
No,
but
Jessica
they
ain't
don't.
gonna be that for her.
I never said I wouldn't motivate. That's what I do. I motivate. It's hard to do.
You
it
gotta
for
have a
me.
desire. They call me. No.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And if you don't, I'm questioning. I have questions. If you don't, I have questions.
Oh gosh.
Well, what exactly are you out here doing then?
That cracked me
Because
up.
that's me. Like that's me. If I meet a guy and he's like, Yeah, I'm just out here. I'm living. I'm being free.
Yeah.
Okay, so freely to what?
I ain't got no insurance.
What
I
are
don't
you
need
living
insurance.
for? What are you living for?
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean? I'm just out here being happy. I'm doing me.
Living
You know what I'm
life.
saying?
Did you talk to a guy like that once?
Possibly.
Or he tried to get at you? I
Yeah,
think
he
did.
probably
I
got
think
cut
he
off
told
too.
me.
He probably got cut off too. Well, he had to. I'm still single, so you know. But I mean, but if you can't tell me you have no like specific desires, goals,
Yeah.
dreams, nothing, then no.
Especially at this age.
Yeah, I ain't got time, and I won't make time.
What are you aspiring for?
Right, especially if you got kids. Like that bothers me when there are people out here, especially men, who have children. Like it's already awful that fatherhood has become so optional. But you play daddy, but then your best example is playing Xbox.
You know what? You know what irritates me when people commit to stuff that they're not attached to, but the stuff that you're supposed to be attached to, they can't. I have a friend,
Amen.
and I'm really trying not to throw shade, but this dude has a kid of his own, but is dating a girl who has another daughter for herself, and he commits to her, but can't commit to his own son
Why?
like that. And that's the thing. I don't get that.
Did you ask him
don't-
why? I'd be curious. We should have brought him in here.
Well, no, because I
No.
probably ripped
Values
him
the
apart.
shouldn't.
over his son.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
I'll probably,
That's what that was.
and I think there's also like unnecessary attachments that probably this girl has that he wants. So I guess he's trying to do those things. Kind of go back to what Jessica was saying. Like if you're doing stuff that, even though it may not be a desire, but you're trying to do something to keep that person.
Yeah.
Like that's what he was doing. And it's like when I see that, and when like my other friends see that, like we're just like, dude, like why are you doing that?
And you know what's so sad? I know so many men that do that. Like I know so many,
That's just messed up.
and it's
commitments
sad.
Right there. It's
It's really sad.
just all screwed up
Because then
commitments.
it goes to show they have the ability to commit, and it goes back to my point.
Yep.
Does it take a specific woman or situation or circumstance or thing to get committed? And it sounds
I
like
think
temporary. That's temporary commitment.
I think it takes humility and humbleness as well.
Yeah, because you
Because-
just said something, John. Because what it maybe in the moment the woman was the motivator, but it's only a temporary thing. It's not. If you want to commit to something like for longevity, that's got to start with you.
That's right. It has to
it
be
has to
something
start
you
with you.
cannot see with your eyes.
Yeah.
Or so something something that you want to commit to for it to last. It can't be something that you can actually see. You know, it has to be something, an idea, something bigger than yourself.
That's why
Like
I say,
faith.
God, you know,
It's like faith.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly.
That
Yep.
has to be where it starts, you know. I mean, even your own family, you know, that's, you know, I mean, if you have kids, come on, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I think that I think that's where we struggle. I mean, just people in general, not just men. Now, I mean, we're speaking about men, but I just think people struggle with that period. Everybody wants to see it. Everybody wants to see. I want to see the money. I want to see the house. I want to see the career. I want to see the wife or the husband. But they don't understand that the work comes with not seeing it. I want to be a wife, but I ain't even dating, but I'm doing what I have to do to prepare for what I desire to be.
So how do we feel about those people? You know, I want to see this, want to see this, want to see this. You know, where you see like those men or those women say, "Well, you weren't with me during my struggle. You didn't see it then." What do we say to that? So let's just say, man, ain't got nothing. You know, he don't have nothing. Good guy, rooted. You know, he's trying, but he ain't really got anything. So it's like, you know, how patient are we as women who got this guy who's probably willing to commit to you, especially he ain't really got anything else going on, is what it sounds like. But, you know, it's like, are we as women willing to stay with them during this struggle, even though we're not seeing the fruits of it, maybe until like a year or two later?
It's one thing to commit when you see them trying. It's another thing when they're just sitting at home eating pizza rolls all day and
On that
just window
Xbox.
shopping on resumes.
Yeah.
Like,
Because
you
I've
know what I'm
always
saying?
felt that women are willing to be uncomfortable for a season if a man has a plan or if he's trying. You
I
know
can
what
agree
I'm
with
saying?
that.
I
can
really
agree
think a
with
lot
that.
of women would probably agree with that.
I have never been in that situation, but I mean, if I would kind of just guess, yeah, I could see that. But like you said, there gotta be a plan. There has
and there
to
should be a plan.
because I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm
If
not
there's no plan,
trying
then
to carry
it goes back to your
nobody
point. They may not have
forever.
goals or aspirations or anything like that.
Right.
But then to John's point, or I think both of you guys said this, where you want to see and faith and things like that. He could be doing all these things in the world. Sometimes we gotta see the physical things, but I think John's point, sometimes you gotta see deeper than that.
Exactly.
I think it has to be a balance between the two. Because that's how women can get caught up with uncommitted people. Is when he has the money. Well, he has the car. I want to get with him. Then once you meet him, you like, Dad, why does he have like 3 girlfriends?
Right. That's all he got is the money in the car.
Why can't he commit to me?
All different baby mamas.
Okay. And they always in my inbox going off on me. Like, what? What did I do?
Because you probably driving their car. We gotta go. We gotta wrap this up. Anything has anything else to add? Brandon got anything to add? John,
I think we need part 2.
Yeah, we'll have a part 2.
This happens every time.
There's so much substance to this. We need a part
It
2.
is.
Yeah.
It really
John,
is.
are you willing to come back?
Are you
going
gonna
to
come back? Will you come back?
Yeah.
Fantastic. John will be back.
Okay.
I will be back.
Well, thank you, sir. Is there anything that you got going on you want to promote? Anything, CDs, music, anything you got going on?
Brandy
June
says yes.
29th. June 29th, I'll be releasing 2 singles from my forthcoming CD entitled My Destiny Volume 2.
Nice.
Ooh.
Name of the singles will be First Things First. And just a little bit of information about the song. It's a song talking about how if you put God first, it's basically based off the scripture. It says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you." So
Ties right into our episode.
Okay.
the other song is called Your Way, and it's based off the scripture that says a man thinks his way is right in his own mind, but his way leads to death. Basically it's basically talking about how we may feel like our plan and our way is the way to go, but really it's about seeking God's plan and finding out what He has for us, and that's the way that would lead us to where we need to go.
Yeah, I like
So
it.
be on the lookout for those singles.
Where can we find it?
Nice.
Amazon, where do you find it?
Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, all of the online outlets.
Cool. Okay.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you, sir. Thanks for joining us.
thank
for
you,
having me.
John.
Thanks everyone for
guys.
listening. We'll catch y'all next week.
All right. Peace out.
Yeah.